here for episode 1. I got your boy Jay Rich. Jay Rich, what's going on, man? And we got BGC in the house.
What's up?
Man,
what's BGC's
been having
name
some
for the people, man?
fun,
Come on. You're hosting.
BGC, Brandon
What's up?
Gonzalez-Cottrell. What's going on, man? Man,
Damn,
you guys have
I
no
went
idea.
for the full name.
He went for the whole thing.
I went for it, and it's working, man. I'm hyped to be. This has been something that's been in the works for a little while now, and we're here. It's crazy. We probably expected to start it maybe another week or so, but we're here now. So why not start today? It's All-Star Weekend. NBA Top Shot is in full effect. We got the flip game going. We got people making some money. People wondering where their money's at, people getting packs and not knowing what to do with it, a little bit of everything. But we just really want to introduce ourselves, have some fun today, maybe give away some moments, potentially check out some packs. So I want to start off kicking it over to you, Brandon. Brandon, tell me a little bit about how you got into Top Shot, because we've been talking about it for a while now, let's go from there.
Yeah, so I started in Top Shot just after Christmas. I had seen, I don't even remember, a tweet from somebody, might have been from Peter Jennings, about this whole idea of Top Shot moments. And so I went on and clicked and was able to get a $9 pack pretty easily. And so that kind of hooked me. I thought it was pretty cool. I think my first pack was Bruno Fernando, the block, Christian Wood, and then I got a De'Aaron Fox. And then I was able to jump in and was able to win the raffle and the Cool Cats. And ever since then, my luck has been literally run dry on these packs. But I mean, I'm hooked. You know, I enjoy these guys are laughing at me because they know how much I like the micro flip. And we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But yeah, that's how I got hooked into Top Shot.
Yeah, that's the micro flip king over here. And I thought I was on a roll, and this guy is just consistent with it. But yeah, man, that's what it's all about. It's the micro flips get you in, they get you hooked. Jay Rich, I'm excited for you to tell the people a little bit about your story, because I know when we first talked about this back in January, it was a little bit of a different ball game than it is today. So what do you got for me, man?
I wouldn't say it's a different story. I think it's the same story, because the whole reason why I was skeptical is because you were trying to drag me in to do a show with you. And yet, a month later, I guess now it's almost 2 months later, here I am. But yeah, when you told me about Top Shot, I was like, that sounds like the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my whole life. Like, why would people pay for this? Where is it going? But like, anyone who has invested money before in any company, you got to do your research. Like, initially you may have a certain opinion. And for me, I started to think about it more and more. I started to read into it more and more, watch some videos, just like educate myself on the Top Shot product. And then eventually I was like, like maybe there's something to be had here. And you see the kind of prices some of these things are going for. I was like, you know what, let's just see if I can get a pack. Packs are $9, put my name in the hat, kind of like Brandon was talking about. I got a couple packs pretty easy. Next thing you know, you got a Steph Curry, you got a Kevin Durant, you start moving and you just want more and more and more packs. And you kind of just keep on accumulating assets. And depending on when you got in, that was like the easiest way to kind of get involved is just, buy packs. Maybe you don't spend hundreds of dollars, but you maybe have hundreds of dollars worth of assets in the end. But now, you're talking about trying to get a pack. Brandon, you couldn't even get a pack in this last drop. You didn't get a pack in the Cool Cats drop. I still haven't got one of the rare pack drops, but I've been fortunate to get some of the other ones. But it's tough sledding now. There's too many people, too much demand, and it's kind of hard to say where the market's going, but it's really, really fun to kind of be a part of it and see how involved our community has been already and just how kind of widely accepted it's been in a lot of ways. People are still hopping in. And I think that's what's intriguing me the most is I don't know where it's going to go. I wasn't really into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and that whole game. And so this is kind of my own way to introduce myself and introduce other people to the product just to kind of see what it's about, because I think it's going to be bigger than most people think it's going to be.
Yeah, man, that's well said. And I'm not into the cryptocurrency world as well, but it was something that was always intriguing to me. I guess I just never took the time to do the research to get in. And then it gets to a point where you feel like everybody's way ahead of you. So maybe you're too far behind the game to actually do anything. And then you keep hearing about it year after year, how it's still growing. And I think that's kind of what's happening with NBA Top Shot. I can't, even say how many messages we're all getting, just questions about it, and simple questions. What is it? What do I do with these? Oh, I got a pack. I don't know what to do with these moments. Do I sell them? Do I buy them? There's so many you can do. And it's fun. It's really fun to, go, hey, it's not just a dollar thing. Like, for sure, this is like a stock market game, it feels like, but we're now colliding with the sports world. And that's uncharted territory. That's potential fun, the potential great investment. There's a whole lot to it here. And yeah, man, January, I made that YouTube video. I reached out to you, Jordan, and I said, should I do this? And it was like, I don't know. I don't really know enough. I know that a LeBron moment just sold for, $100,000. A Zion moment just sold for $100,000. And you kept pushing me like, man, just make a video, just put it out there. So I did. I don't really know what I was talking about. You can check it out on the YouTube channel, but it was interesting. And then I get into a pack, and then I get into a couple more packs, and next thing you know, I'm dropping $9 or $14 and making hundreds on these. So I was hooked from there, and then I really research and trying to understand what an NFT is, and that's a non-fungible token, something that is a digital collectible. It has a unique signature on the blockchain, which is the technology that's behind it. So it's exciting. I think we're going to see a lot of similar trends to sports card world, but this just has endless ability, the additions to it. We're just like in the early stages, and that's what's been so intriguing to me. It feels like I've been doing it a lot longer than a month now. Even a week goes by, and it feels like the world has completely changed. When you're speaking of NBA Top Shot, what we were doing 2 weeks ago will be very different than what we're doing today. And that's exciting. I think that's keeping my interest as well. We all have a little bit of different, and I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about how this show got started. We started a FaceTime chat group where we're just messaging and video chatting. It feels like every single day. And we decided this might be something that can help a lot of people, because we're getting a lot of the same questions that we're asking each other, answering for each other. And here we are. So I've been fortunate enough to put a little bit into it now after starting off pretty hot and getting lucky on the packs. And it's been great, and I've learned a lot. But this show is really about bringing on new people, and the people that are already there. Even if you've been in a couple weeks, we want to hear from you. We want to interact with you. We want to have some fun. It's not just an educational show, although that's a big piece of this. But we want to have just, take this entertainment piece to another level, because that's what it's all about when you're playing in the sports world, when you're doing fantasy. It's about connecting with people. So, Jay and Brandon are both connected with me. We're all part, and we do a big part at Destination Devi. That's how we were connected. We're linked in the football world there in fantasy football. And now we're just, continuing to branch out. We got a lot of different projects going on, and this is a big piece of that. So it was cool to keep it quiet, but here we are, and it's game time. So when you guys first heard about NFTs, what did you think? Like, Jordan, I mentioned a little bit about, what you talked about early on in the game. But now that you're kind of understanding not only what is an NFT, but what can be built off of that, or what's the potential of an NFT when you're talking about the interaction with, celebrities or athletes, or, potential ticket situations, or we're hearing about music albums. What do you guys think about with NFT now and the possibilities?
I think that most importantly is that we don't really know what the value of NFTs are today. And I think that's the most important part. When we talk about this, people need to understand that we're talking about something that may be worth $10 today, could be worth $1,000 in a month, could be worth $0 in a month. We don't know. And that's why this isn't investment advice. It's just to educate you more about what the product is, what the trends are, what are some of the things that we're seeing, because there's so many people who, like even Dave's talking about in the comments, he hasn't even got a pack yet. He hasn't been able to get one. He's kind of unsure. And at least in our experience right now, we're seeing that your return on investment is basically what you can at least get your money back if that's something you want to do. And so that's where the fear of investing that money is minimal. When you talk about buying a pack for $9, not to say everyone can afford it, but it's definitely a low risk investment when you talk about the potential upside. And then once you're kind of in the market, once you've been tracking it, once you've been ingratiating yourself in the product, I think there's a lot to be said on Top Shot. But when it comes in regards to NFTs, like it's very difficult to say what is going to be successful, because we're seeing, I believe I saw today that someone minted Jack Dorsey's first tweet, and it might have even been him, and it was up for sale, and I think the highest bid was $2 million. And it's literally just a minted tweet, one of one, of Jack Dorsey's first tweet on Twitter saying like, oh, I'm making a Twitter or whatever, which is insane. But it's like, you know, we're talking about albums being made into NFTs and art being made into NFTs and all kinds of things. And so I wouldn't say just start investing in NFTs, because we don't know what the successful ones are. We don't know where they're going to go. We don't know what the next big NFT is going to be. But I think that it's important to at least understand what it is. And NFT, again, stands for non-fungible token, which basically means a token of whatever it is, whether it's moments, whether it's art, whether it's, you know, anything. It means it has no determined value. Basically saying that like a bill, and let's say a $5 bill, it's fungible because it has a value of $5. All of these tokens are non-fungible because they don't have a set value. And so, Brandon, I'd love to hear more your thoughts on kind of like what your idea of NFTs are and kind of where you think it's headed as well.
Yeah, I think it's definitely kind of an alternative option. You know, we were in, Jay Rich and I were talking before we jumped in. There was a conversation in Destination Devi. If you're not there, you need to get there. Small little plug there. But
Patreon.com/all gas. Got to get the promo in. Come on. You're a pro.
Come on. But, you know, the conversation was, you know, what's the difference between investing in, say, a trading card as opposed to an NFT, right? Because for some people, they really like the security of having as we would call it, a piece of cardboard in front of us, right? It's nice, it's shiny, it's cool. I mean, I've got a whole stack of 2020 rookies that I have, and they're great, and I can do that. But the reality is like trying to even sell a trading card, it comes with a lot of work. I don't know if you guys, with your experience of trying to sell just a card, it's crazy, right? Whereas with an NFT, you could do it literally anywhere at any time, as long as you have a decent sell service. You can, and that's the thing that's coming up with Top Shot, is the fact that you do not need, you just put it up. You put it up for a price, and the market will tell you whether, your James Harden could be worth $25, but you could have a really high serial number as a Top Shot, and you can. I mean, I've seen sales. I mean, Ben, you said earlier Zion went for like $100,000. I think I saw Luka the other day went for 75,000, and I know that those packs weren't $75,000, right? Like, I think there's going to be a market here for people who want to invest in this simple direction, but there's also going to be a market that wants to stick to the traditional, trading card market. And I kind of can equate it to the difference between investing in blockchain and investing in cryptocurrency and purchasing savings bonds. They're both going to give you a return on investment at some point, right? You put money in, you're going to get a return on investment at some point. It just depends on, what you feel most comfortable on. We saw Dave in the chat, he's a little unsure, if I want to put money into a pack. And I mean, so far what we've seen just in the, 10, 12 weeks since we've all been doing this, I mean, even a $9 pack has a minimum a 6-7 times return on investment. So that to me, that's where, do I see that happening for every pack? Absolutely not. As there's more moments minted, as there's more accessibility to it, as more people come into it, I do think that return on investment might be a little bit smaller, but I don't really see a way at this point where you don't have some level of return on investment. It's just what you feel comfortable investing in.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's a great point, right? Just being able to only put in a certain amount of money is the biggest thing as far as I'm concerned, and Ben, you can kind of jump in here. I just wasn't sure if you were paying attention. I see you on your phone over there monitoring the Twitter sphere, the comments, all that. So I want to make sure that you're on your game and I can pick up some slack where need be. So get into that.
Yeah, man. I think it really doesn't matter how much you're putting into the game right now. Like, we did start, and we'll get into this a little bit later. We were able to get a lot of moments at $1, $2 just even a few weeks ago. and it really changed. So when you're able to do something like that, yes, it's a low risk option, but remember these values, and those who haven't been a part of it already, last week, I believe, I don't even know what day, but we were seeing moments at a minimum at around $30, right? You couldn't even sniff $2, $10, $15. Wasn't happening, right? We had a little spike, and markets are going to fluctuate like that. So to be able to still get packed for $9 is a big deal, and something that we have to continue to build on. And there's going to be a lot of people are going to be frustrated if they saw $30 moments as the minimum and now they see $5 moments, $4 moments. They're going to be frustrated, right? But everybody has to remember there's always going to be fluctuations in a market. And because of that, it allows more people to get in at the ground level, get comfortable with it, and keep it going. And again, we will talk about how we became comfortable with that later on. BGC is a prime example of that. And there was a couple of nights where we're texting back and forth, and we probably had 150 to 200 failed sales because we were going for the cheapest of the cheap. But it allowed us to gain experience and knowledge, and something that we hope can help grow the next crop that's signing up for this thing, because it is fun. And if you're starting today, I promise you are still way early in the game. I heard a tweet, I think it was Matty Ice that posted. He said, you got to remember, there is, this hasn't even really hit China yet as one example, and there is over double the amount of NBA fans in China as there is total U.S. citizens. That's just crazy when you think about it on that level, and just how big the NBA's reach is worldwide. This thing is not going away. Just go on Twitter, type in hashtag NBA Top Shot or at NBA Top Shot, their Twitter handle, and just see what's being talked about. These NBA players are all over it. So ton of fun, ton of growth ahead of us. And that's what we're excited about. So BGC, you want to touch a little bit? Just give us a hint of it, because we'll jump in later. We'll see what the market's looking like. But do you want to give us a little bit of why we micro flipper?
Yeah. So when we say micro flipping, we are talking about you are taking a moment and you are trying to take that moment and flip it for a profit. Now, keep this in mind, and Jay Rich always tells us this all the time. Remember the 5% fee. Always remember the transaction fee. So, for an example, if you are trying to trade a $100 moment and you have it up for $100, remember that your return, and it tells you every time you submit to make a sale, it tells you what the price will be after the 5% fee. So $100 moment that if you're trying to sell something for $100, you're going to make $95. So you have to keep that in mind when you are purchasing. Okay, what is the base minimum that I can put this moment at that I'm going to actually not lose money on? Now, I'll say this, there's probably been about 80 to 85% of these deals, I'm maybe making 85 cents, Ben, maybe $1. But when you think about doing it on the smaller cards, when you're talking about I know, right? We're gonna say back in the day, right? Back in the day when this all started in December, you could find some moments for $1, $2, $3, $4, and you could micro flip them for $5. So if you had $25 and you put 5 cards up at $5, you bought $4 cards, you bought 6, right? And you sold them all for $5 and made 80 cents on each one. Well, all of a sudden you have $4 more. So now instead of having 6 moments out there, now you have 7. So that was kind of the whole pyramid, just building from a small base. I started with $25 in my investment back in December. And at the height of the peak last Monday, I think it was, my value of my account was nearly $800. So I had made almost 40 times, close to 30, 40 times what I had already invested.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that's the potential of this thing early in the game. And again, whether you're starting at $9 packs or $14 packs, or you're going up and trying to get the $199 pack tomorrow, which is going to be a good one. You get lucky sometimes, other times you don't. But even on the packs that you open, you look at they are ones that just are horrific in terms of moments, you're still going to make money on it. And at the end of the day, that's a great thing to invest in if you enjoy the sport. I don't recommend getting into this for just short flipping. I think you got to be okay with holding some of these moments. That's got to be an important piece. I'm not saying hold every moment. There's some that you're going to get rid of probably quicker than others, but that is a big piece. So Jay, do you want to touch a little bit about what it means to be someone that flips quickly versus someone that's going to collect more for the long term or invest in this?
Yeah, I think my point that I'd make to anybody is that, especially when you talk about something so new, so unknown, my biggest like crux with the whole issue is how much money can I afford to lose? And I don't mean like lose as in lose 50%, lose 25%. I mean like lose everything. Like that's where I think that even though I think it's a great way you can make some money, it's a way you can make money over the long term, especially. I do think if you're going to get in this, I do not want to advise anyone to put in any money that they can't afford to lose 100% of. And just because we don't know where it's going. And I think that's kind of the scary part about it. But when you look at the way it's trending, you look at the way you can get a really great return on your investment. I do think that there is a market for people who are willing to take on that risk. And I know there's people who, talk about risk, and even if you're talking about the stock market, you got to look at it like penny stocks. Penny stocks can go up a ton or they can crater and they can go to zero. And that's basically what this is. But if you're talking about flipping moments, it's not something I've been in too much. I've done it a little bit, but mostly I'm just trying to buy moments that I see that are a bit of value and I see some upside in them, kind of like buying stocks, right? Like people who are now unfortunately getting in the stock market and they've been getting burned for the past week and a half. That's just how it goes sometimes. But if you're not in it, you don't know that. And Top Shot's the same way. Like I think it was 2 weeks ago was the biggest day in Top Shot history. Prices were at an all-time high. That's not going to happen every day. It's going to come down. So that's something you have to understand. And especially with something like Top Shot, it's going to be a very volatile market. You can't let it get in your head. You have to understand there's going to be the ebbs and flows. You might buy a card one day or a moment one day and it goes way down. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world. And that's why we don't always put in a ton of money. You start with a base, you try to grow it and see where it goes. And I think the most important part for me was just getting into the market, just diving in, researching, learning, and just being involved in that. You notice the market trends, you notice everything that's going on in the market. And that's the greatest way to learn. With something that's so new, there's no experts at Top Shot. Like there's just not. There's no one who's been in Top Shot for more than I think 9 months, because it only launched, I think 9 months ago, and really only gained traction like less than a month ago. So everyone is still very new to this. And so I think there's a lot to learn. But if you do get in somehow, because I know they've been canceling signups and not letting people in, but we're talking about a Discord that's already 200,000 people strong, and there's just tons and tons of opportunity to grow a very small sum of money if you want to kind of get in early and start investing into something like this.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. And I think the biggest piece of this is educate yourself, period. Like go educate yourself, listen to pods. There's a lot of great resources out there. Come subscribe with the NFT Block Gang, because I promise you we're going to continue to put out content for you. We're all very accessible on Twitter. That's probably the easiest way to get a hold of us. And, our handles are on here. But I do, before we continue to move on, I want to give a shout out to two other parts of this team that we definitely couldn't have done this without. And that's, number one is Dimitri Green at D Green Plugs. This guy is a stud in the making, and he's already a killer in the audio game. He is a platinum producer and one of my best friends growing up. So I'm pumped because, we go way back playing basketball together, and he's a big part of that. We're hoping he can get here through LA traffic and jump on at the end and potentially open up a pack at the end. But if not, I had to make sure to shout him out. So again, his Twitter handle at DGreenPlugs, definitely a huge piece of this team. Also, the guy that made things look pretty on here, and that's Dan, the infamous Dan. I know we've seen some comments on here say, "Where's Dan at?" And that's at Dan Made Graphics. This guy is a ghost on social media, but he's also one of the GOATs behind the scene. He is getting it. He is creative. He is a huge basketball fan as well. And that was important to us. We wanted to put together a team that enjoyed basketball, but also enjoyed tech and had a different skill set. So At the end of the day, teams work great. We have a team of 5, just like your starting lineup in the All-Star games tomorrow. And that's what we hope to do. We hope to continue to bring you great content and help you get better and help you learn and entertain you a little bit along the way. So please make sure you guys check us out. Subscribe on whatever platform you're at. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We got the Twitter. It's NFT Block Gang for all of them. All of our handles are going to be NFT Block Gang. Our hashtag Rep the Gang. We're excited. We're just going to continue to grow this thing and see where it goes. But we talked about it too much in a private chat. We had too many questions from the outside. So we decided to kind of bring those together and create something where we could have our same chats along the way. So there will be guaranteed weekly shows, but you'll probably want to be subscribed because there will be, randomness. We might decide we got a pack all of a sudden, let's go open one, or we might see a trend that's happening on the market. We're not here for financial advice, but we will tell you what we're seeing and our thoughts around things. So appreciate you guys being here and continue to just stay active with us. That's what it's all about. But any questions, we'll always check you guys out in the comments as well as we grow. And we're looking to give away some moments potentially today. So we'll see where this goes by the end. But Jay, do you think it's time? Should we jump into Top Shot and at least start with one pack here?
Definitely, man. But the question is, who's going to go first? Who's the one who's going to go first? I don't know. I think you're the host of the show. You can go first. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got cooking over there.
Hey,
let's see what you got cooking.
I'm down. I don't mind going first here. Let's check this out a little bit. So tell us a little bit about how the pack process worked this time around as I pull this up for us.
Yeah, so, we've been seeing a lot of different changes. We've been seeing, times when you can be in 10 different tabs. Next thing you know, you can get 5 different numbers in a queue and you still pull 3 packs. All that's changed now. Now, basically, it's a very straightforward process. When you want to buy a pack, first of all, you got to have an account. You can't always do that right now. It's not easy to get an account because stuff is locked down and they've been disallowing signups and stuff because they're technically still in beta. But once you get a pack or you want to get a pack, they announce the pack drop. You got to go on the website. You go say join drop. And then once you're in the drop, you have to wait until whatever the time is. Then the queue loads up. You get a random number and you pray to the heavens that you're within that range of packs. Because if you're not, you could be, I think BGC, we saw you at 165,000 and there was only 60,000 packs. So at that point, you're logging off, you're rage quitting, like you're done with Top Shot. But at the end of the day, man, like it's kind of just luck. You just got to make sure you're in that pack drop. And as long as you're in, you got a shot. And then of course you got to have the money to buy the pack. But as long as you get in that queue, you pray for that to those random number gods. And that's when you see it on Twitter. People are like, oh, what number you got? What number you got? What number you got? But you just got to hope and pray. And Ben, I see you there with your Seeing Stars packs. So I know you've been waiting like 24 hours because we got them last night to open these packs. Yeah. I mean, I've been waiting too. And then we got the pre-order bases. So we could always do a live stream when we finally get those. Because I know those are supposed to come, I think, this week. But
they were coming this week.
Let's get this. Let's go see what this guy's got. Let's see these Seeing Stars.
Hey, I'm gonna need some. I'm gonna need all the luck I can get. Oh yeah, this one's 3 moments. There's gonna be 1 from the Seeing Stars set, and then 2 common moments. So, hey, I'm definitely hoping to see a Zion, a Luka. Those are some of the stars I'm looking at, but there's some other good ones in there too. Who do I not want to see? I don't want to see Vucevic. I'm sorry, Vooch.
Vooch.
I don't want to see Vooch.
No big men unless it's Embiid.
This Seeing Stars pack that you're seeing right here on the left, that one was for how much did we pay for that one? $14. 14.
So it features
US
one
dollars.
all-star player. Yeah, one all-star player.
It'll have one of the all-star players. The pre-order was one that we did just a week ago, and that was $9. We just haven't got that yet. It's supposed to be delivered by the 14th. So we'll definitely do another stream for that. I mean, we're being patient now, right? Kind of. I know Jay probably opened his and repacked it just so he could open it again today, but who knows? I don't even know. He's smart enough to pull that off. All right. Well, let's jump right into it, and I'll see if I can get the audio going for y'all too.
And while he's doing that, They
Let's
just
see this.
announced today that if you get all 22 of the Seeing Stars, you will earn an exclusive Kevin Durant.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's
You
crazy.
see the little action here? Here we go. Oh man, I'm nervous. Got like sweaty palms. Here we go.
Oh man,
I'm kind of glad I don't have a pack.
it's so nerve-wracking
Right.
having a pack.
Really is.
It
You want
is.
something
But
good
remember,
so
we
bad.
said even if you're disappointed, you're still making way more than $14.
Yeah, like all the All-Stars go for what is it? Over, I think it's $100 minimum right now. Probably even more than that.
Lowest card I'm looking at the market right now is Brad Beal.
Ooh. Hey, we setting the tone here. Hey, chat, let me know which one should we open? Number 1, 2, or 3? Shoot it in the messages there. Let us know 1, 2, or 3.
The music's actually fire.
It is. Okay.
The music's actually fire.
I'm seeing 2.
Oh, we're seeing some ones.
1. Okay.
Got some ones.
Preston said, let's go with 1. Woo. Next one's tiebreaker. Let's see what we got. Brandon, 1 or 2?
What are you feeling? What are you feeling?
Oh, Brandon said 1. I'm going with BGC. BGC, here it is. Sabonis. Oh my goodness.
Is that your All-Star?
I'm a Gonzaga fan. Yeah, that's my Seeing Stars. Right off
Sabonis.
Sabonis.
Damn.
Low cereal. That's tough.
Who else you got though? Let's see what else you got.
Yeah, let's see. I was trying to see if it'll play.
On your internet?
Where we going? 2? I probably should have listened. I'm going with Nate. He said 2. Okay. That's not too bad.
Is that Tatum?
I'll take that for a
Yeah,
comment.
that's Tatum.
Yeah, I'll take that
That's
Tatum.
Tatum. That's that Tatum
Yeah, I'll
assist
take
I got
that.
yesterday.
Yeah, that assist is nice.
Yeah, it's a dope assist.
I'll go back.
I watched that-
We'll
I
show
watched
them
that
after
one
in my
live, too.
moments here.
That was a Sunday.
Here we
That
go.
was Saturday night game.
Yeah, it was against the Lakers.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Look
Who's
at that
that?
serial number though.
Ah,
Paul George.
This guy's trying to take all my moments. These are all the moments I bought yesterday. It's actually a sick dunk though. That's an underrated dunk. No, Dave, it's Pandemic P. Come on.
Pandemic P.
Man. Hey,
not
you know
bad,
what
though.
though? Like player wise, that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
But-
And
but you gotta-
I am
you
a
gotta
huge
tell the
Gonzaga
people,
fan.
man. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta tell the people like the return on that. Like Sabonis probably still nets you 150. Tatum minimum, minimum. Maybe you get $15 because that one's actually surprisingly low. I'd probably hold on.
That's
that
a whole.
one.
That's a whole.
And then
yeah.
PG, same thing. Like you probably get 15 for them. So each moment you're getting your return right back, and you could probably get that back right
Yeah.
away. I mean, as long as the market's
Yeah.
open. So
Yeah, Sabonis is
man.
going for 140 low ask right now. So
Yeah.
150
is.
easy.
10
And what was
times.
your
10
steal
times
on
my
that?
pack on one. Right.
7960.
79. It's not great. It's
okay,
not great.
not great, not great.
Yeah.
We've seen better.
But,
That's okay.
Hey, I'll take 3 All-Stars. Nothing wrong with that in one pack.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Nothing
facts.
wrong with that.
And that's
Facts,
something
so-
that, like, when I'm looking for flipping purposes or when I'm looking to purchase, I know Jay Rich already has all 3 of them, but we're looking for all-stars, right? We're looking
Yeah.
for long-term guys. We're not looking for,
Yeah.
the Troy Browns and I'm trying to think of guys that are just like mid-level, the Lonnie Walkers of the world, the Miles Bridgeses. We're not targeting them. Like, we'll try to get to them, but the ones that are going to hold long-term value are usually your all-stars.
That's it.
And then the other thing too, I
I'ma
think,
see
Brandon, like you're saying, is just guys that are going to be playing too. Like all these guys are going to be playing in the All-Star game. So if someone hits a game winner or something, big happens,
exactly.
like
True.
that will cause the price to go up. And the perfect example is if you guys saw the dunk that Anthony Edwards did on Yuta or whatever his name is. I forget the guy's last name. We're talking about this guy's price went from $600 on Top Shot all the way up to $1,500 that night
in like 40
just
minutes.
That
in
night,
40
not
minutes.
even in a long
Yeah.
time. Like I mean, that was a crazy dunk, and he was a rookie, limited, 1 of 4,000. But craziness when you talk about what actually happened. But the price increases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to answer,
Yeah,
and then I'm going to answer the question in the chat. Thoughts on the challenge and the KD card? It's probably right now, I'll be honest with you, this is probably the cheapest you're going to find all 12 of those cards.
They are really cheap. Yeah.
They're
really
cheap now. And, normally what happens is you'll see like a dip right before the packs drop because everybody's kind of trying to get money to get the packs because they don't want to have to pay more, right? So you see a lot of undercutting. You'll see a lot of selling like an hour or a half hour before a pack comes in. And normally right when the market opens after a pack drop, you're going to see prices just go right down for a good couple hours. So like right now, even though the marketplace is down, which is probably one of the more frustrating things that happens from time to time, if there's one thing that we're looking at, I just saw the chat, half the price, because now there's a third wave of these cards that are out there. And so now it's going to probably settle for a little bit. You'll be able to scoop up some good deals if you're trying to get that challenge. But also keep in mind, tomorrow night at 5 p.m., there's a rare pack drop. And part of those cards, there are some of these rising star cards in there, the common ones. So there's going to be another dip again, probably around like 3-4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You might be able to see another dip and then another round of cards. They're not going to just dump every single card into the market right away.
Yeah, well, I think, Brandon, another point to that is that I believe in the Rising Stars pack, there's another Seeing Stars card in there. So those packs are going to be $200. So they're not going to be cheap. But again, you're going to see another influx of more of these Seeing Stars players into the marketplace. So tomorrow, again, could be crazy. But I think, once Monday, Tuesday comes around, all the cards will be up for sale. And all the collectors will be scooping them up because they want to complete that challenge for that KD. And we've seen that every single challenge, whether it's cool CADs, no matter what it is. The prices start off a little bit lower and they've been increasing, sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Like I remember, Ben, when you sold your Tyler Hero, you sold it for $200. It peaked at $1,500, right? So you think about stuff like that, and that's not going to happen every time, but definitely selling right at the beginning isn't always advantageous. Sometimes you wait, you hold for a little bit and kind of see where the market goes. Because again, you're already making over $100 on your $14 investment. It never hurts to kind of see where it goes and track it a little bit before you kind of just choose to sell it right away.
Yeah, that's key. I think, we've also learned not to regret what we sell, right? As long as you're taking that balance and putting it right back into another good deal, you're probably still going to see growth. And you're still going to be able to work the market. Here's that Jason Tatum, nice little behind the back assist. That was crazy. That's nice. I just don't see that one staying too cheap for too long. I know the serial numbers are a lot higher now on this set, so it's always nice to get the LE versions of 15,000 or less. But hey, that's a good look right there. I'll take that one all day. It's one we've been targeting the last day or two, right? So that's fun.
I got one.
But yeah. What's that?
I got one. I think serial number.
Yeah, I think we all got one now.
219.
We all did.
3. I got one for $21 last night. Jay Rich, why don't you tell them what serial number you got?
The one I stole from that one guy?
Yeah,
man. I think let me check. I have it up for sale right now too. It's number 278 and I got it for $21, which is insane. Some guy just threw it up and I was the first person to get there. And it could easily quick sell for 100. I could throw it over 100, it would sell like right away. I'm trying to sell it for 300 though. But we'll see. It depends where the market goes and all this stuff. But there's definitely lots of potential for sure.
Yeah, we even saw one today that went. It was the Donovan Mitchell. Seeing Stars, and went for $1. It actually sold for $1. We were actually practicing, just testing out a little bit for the show, just to see what we could figure out here with StreamYard or myself. And Jay was on here trying to buy, and he went through the whole process. It went through until the very end. It showed a failed transaction, but that was $1. $1, crazy.
Well, we said that though. That's because we believe, because there's no, you can't gift moments right now, because that's one of the requirements for the rare pack that's coming out tomorrow. Is you have to have one moment in any active account. And so we're seeing a lot of cheap $1 and $2 sales micro flipping across to an account that may or may not have moments in it. So tonight you might see a bunch of really small transactions, and if you could be as quick as Jay Rich last night, you might be able to step on a really good moment deal.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
for
it.
Sure.
Yeah, I think you constantly have to check the market, be patient. One thing that me and BGC have also talked about is when you're looking at the market for a while and you don't see that like killer deal, like for example, after Jay Rich was able to pull off the steal of the month, you know, we were looking for that equal value, right? Or at least something close to it that we could be excited about. And when you don't see that, you know, say you're looking at it for an hour or 30 minutes or whatever, you start to get antsy and you decide, you know, in your mind, you might want to settle for something. So don't recommend that. Be patient in this game. Good deals will come up and you will. That's it, man. That's it.
Yeah, falling knife syndrome. You don't want to get caught buying at the top. You just don't. I mean, I'll tell you a story. I got caught with 2 Jason Tatums. I paid $195 for each of them, and I easily lost half the value on them. Easily.
Yeah.
Now, but I turned that money into now a brand new James Harden and a brand new Jaylen Brown. So we'll see if I can recoup some of that value. Like Ben was talking about earlier, recouping some of that value. I'll be able to flip some of it. But yeah, don't. This market is so volatile that you got to just be careful when you have a low serial number on a card or you have a moment that is at the end of a challenge. Get rid of it. Well, don't sit on it. Don't try to catch the falling knife as it goes back down.
Yep, that's it. Jay, you think it's about time to crack open your pack?
Yeah, man. You know, I'm ready for it. All right, man. Yeah, my screen's ready. I think you got to just activate it or whatever. But yeah, so let's get after this. You know, I got my pre-order ready, but I got my Seeing Stars. I'm excited, man. Every time I get these packs, I'm like, I'm ready to open this. Open this, see what I got. Even just when I got the pack and I'm like, yo, Ben, I got it. But I got to hit this open later. It's like, yo, come on, just open me. I'm like,
it's just sitting there. It's like,
oh my God.
Open me.
Okay.
Open me.
All right. Let's see now. Let's see.
Oh, the music comes. It's I think it's right after the pack opens. Yeah.
I wish I could turn it down a little bit, but I think it's a little bit loud.
I try to look. I don't think it's possible, but maybe on your computer if you turn it down. I didn't try that.
I couldn't find it.
Top Shot is actually trying to do some more customization too, so you're not going to hear just the same pack drop music in the future. They're actually trying to do based on like the different packs, having like a custom track for the different packs.
Damn, this is taking a minute.
We need to get a Dimitri in on this. Let's get some of Dimitri's beats on here.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, for sure. Get Dimitri to drop some tracks on there.
Yeah.
Man, what the hell? There's an error. Yo, I can't even open my back.
Hey, real quick. Everybody that's here watching right now, I want you to send us a quick message. Make sure you subscribe on our YouTube, which we're actually not playing through the YouTube because there's like a 24-hour lock on it and we didn't know about until earlier today. But go to the NFT Block Gang YouTube or go to the Twitch, subscribe on those, and then shoot us a DM. I have the DMs open on at NFT Block Gang on our Twitter, and I will get you guys in the drawing. We're going to do a drawing for sure. We won't be able to gift anything. Gifting is actually closed till tomorrow. So as long as you get it to me before, let's say 1 o'clock, we'll call it 1 o'clock Pacific time tomorrow, then we'll do the draw tomorrow during the All-Star game.
Ooh, that'd be sick to do it. That'd be sick to do it during like one of the contests.
Yeah, so if you just shoot me a DM on at NFT Block Gang on Twitter, just say, hey, I was on the stream. I'm here. I'm already subscribed. I will add you into our giveaway tomorrow.
Bro, they really don't want
Top Shot's so down it won't even open. It won't even give me my moments. Must be some really shitty stuff.
It's gonna make you hold.
It's making me wait.
You got that Rudy.
Huh? The funny thing is I'd be cool with Rudy at this point.
Yo, Vooch, you get Vooch, so it's over.
Vooch is the one that's people hate Vooch. Damn.
Serial one, Zion. I feel that. Who is that?
Man,
Let's go.
That'd be crazy.
I like
It
those
won't-
vibes.
Man, I just think it's not. It's
Crescent,
not
you need
bad or
to
anything.
Crescent, you need to drop in the DMs NFT Block Gang's Twitter, NFT Block Gang. Drop, shoot Ben a note with with your Top Shot name, and we'll put you into a drawing for
Oh.
a moment.
Yo, it's actually not working.
Yeah, I don't know, but my Top Shot's not even loading from the top. on my
Oh,
computer.
really?
Yeah, so I wonder if they're like so. But they
see.
already said that there was a lot of issues within the like.
Stable.
This is one of the things they're in what's called closed beta. So
Yeah,
it's not. Yeah, so
it's not too bad. Like it's
not
still
too bad.
loading, but the fact I've never seen this though, where I can't even access my moments.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, there's been a lot of over the last month and a half. I think they've gotten.
Oh, is this what I guess this is what I got? What the hell?
Oh, boo.
What? But why is there only 2? Man,
You only
Top
got
Shot's so broken.
Oh,
So I got this Tatum
no.
All-Star. I got this
No.
really shitty Sexton, and then
Hey, that's
I
actually-
guess I
hey.
got.
Hey, we got a
else
great
did I
question
get?
right here. This is perfect timing for this question. What is beta? Brandon, take it away. What is beta? What's that mean? This is perfect timing.
See, $200 for this Tatum. That's not. I'll take that. That's not bad.
So when a program is kind of in beta, it's not exactly like they're still working through a lot of the glitches and systems. Like when you when you look at your big market retailers, like if you go on Amazon or if you go on my wife, you can probably see over my shoulder Vera Bradley. So there's a lot of like those companies are all well and established, and yes, beta means you can't get your money out yet. Yes, that is
In a lot of ways,
That's-
yeah.
so many.
In a lot of ways, you got to understand that.
But they're still kind of working through their processes. So in I think it was August of last year, they went into a closed beta. Sorry, I got it wrong earlier. They went into a closed beta, so there was only a limited amount of people kind of just testing out the site. And then they transferred just around the beginning of the basketball season. They transferred into an open beta, so people can come in, they can sign in, they can give them money, they can try out the product, they can test it, they can give them good feedback, bad feedback. For some people, it's more bad feedback than good feedback. And so they've been in that process now for about 4 or 5 months. I think I had heard that they're going to remove the beta ticker from Top Shot in the next few months. One of the big issues is the withdrawal process. I believe there's only, the last time I checked, there was only like 8,000 people who are eligible to go through the KYC process, the checking process. Ben, I think have you gone through the KYC process yet? It's because you're a big
so they told me I'm a big baller now. So I I got the email. I sent in my information. I think it was about a week and a half ago, and they said, yeah, it'll be about 30 days. I think maximum 30 days, but we'll see. It's beta. 30 days could mean 60, could mean next year. I don't really know. I'm excited to find out though. I sent all the information in.
Man?
Yo, you really got shafted. You got 2 out of 3 cards. You need to call Dapper.
I only got 2 cards, and I can't even open my pack. But see, this just goes to show, like, this is what beta means. Like, I can't even open my pack right now for whatever reason. Like, who knows what they're doing? No, this is the Tatum I got for $21, right?
Yeah,
number 278.
So the process, start to finish, they tell you the withdrawal process from the time you get kind of flagged to put in your stuff and buy your information, and by flag that they normally kind of do it as either you've deposited a ton of money, which is
Oh, you guys can't see that? I didn't know that.
Well, or you can withdraw, or you've tried to purchase a large NFT, and they're pretty much trying to make sure that there's not bots purchasing stuff.
And all that.
Yeah, and then, they also want to make sure that it's a legitimate person behind the computer. So it does take, they say 6 to 8 weeks, but again, it's been in beta. I have seen people successfully withdraw money. I have seen it on Twitter. So I do know that it's actually a real thing. You can get your money back because it is Canadian based, and a lot of these transactions that'll be withdraw are going to be international. There will be a standard $25 bank fee. So be prepared for that. If you're putting money in, to consider when you're withdrawing money, not only are you, because most of you will probably try to take out your initial investment, that you need to put your initial investment plus $25. So keep that in mind, because you don't want to be upset like, wait, where did that $25 go? It's standard across the board. It doesn't go to Dapper. I am not paid for by them. This is not an ad. This is just very typical international banking transactional fees.
Yeah.
Yep. No, definitely. That's why they tell you don't throw money in. Like if you're going to go buy one of the packs, for example, tomorrow, $200 pack, you're not guaranteed to get it. So you throw 200 in your Dapper balance, you don't get the pack and you want your money back. You got to wait to go through the whole process. So, and if you don't have any moments in there, that process is going to be a lot longer than the people that have more moments.
Damn.
So no need to throw that in.
There is bots. They've had issues with it. Roham and the team have acknowledged that there were. They've taken a very quick stance in the last, I would say, 5-6 days, where basically they've been wiping them out left and right. I know that J Rich, Ben, and I, one of the things that we've always said is, they really should just check everybody, right? And whoever's live, that becomes a pack. But the reality is they had up until 2 weeks ago, they only have one person trying to verify check every sign up. So there was only like 15, 20,000 back at Christmas time. Yeah, you probably could get through it in a quick time. But when you have a surge from 25, 30,000 users to 500,000 users, yeah, one person's not going to be able to do that all within a 3 to 6 week window. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Well, talk about anticlimactic. Jesus. So it looks like I got this Tatum, which is pretty good. And like if you guys look at the it's 9,200, it's literally like one of the worst ones, which is pretty funny. But if you even look, like the minimum price it's selling for is, so even if I drop it for 180, like I put in $14 and I made $180. Oh, there you go.
Oh, you got
you go. There you go. It is a maintenance mode. This is what happens, man. This is what happens. We broke it to you live. Top Shot is down. Like they are down.
This is real. This is how you know it's live. It's uncut. I forgot to put in my call to Roham to let us know we got a show going on tonight.
Yeah.
To hold off on the maintenance. So next time I'll make sure to hit up Roham directly. And
crazy.
Yeah, my fault.
Crazy.
But that's just part of being in beta, right? So you just have to kind of roll with it. It is frustrating at times, and I know for people who are new trying to jump in, like it's really frustrating at times. It's like, wait a minute, why does it take this long to withdraw? Why does it take so long to process my posting a sale? Why do we gotta all jump in line like cattle herding to get 60,000 packs? Like tomorrow afternoon there's 32,000 packs, I think I saw, for the rare. And there's going to be 220,000 people trying to get 30,000 packs. Like, I've already prepared myself for 175,000 plus on the number. Like, it's just like,
nah, your luck's going to turn. You've been too unlucky, man.
It's
coming.
I've had some of the worst luck.
Yeah, man.
Worst. I think the Cool Cats pack. So the Cool Cats 2-pack, I literally missed out by like 400.
And that was only, I think, 80,000 people in the drop. And there was still like 50,000 packs. And I think even for me, I'm pretty sure I was 48,000 of like the 45,000 packs. And then you were 52 and you just barely didn't get it. But yeah, like, I mean, you guys saw it's in like the whole site is down. They just took that whole bitch and just said, no, like J Rich, sorry, you can't have a pack. Like
you can't have it.
You paid for it, but you cannot know what's in it. But I'm curious what's going to happen because like, I don't know how this is going to work. Is my pack still going to be there? Am I just going to open it later? And I don't know. We'll see. But I got the Tatum as my all-star. I got that crappy Colin Sexton. Hopefully there's like a #1 Zion just waiting for me. But I'll make sure to let you guys know. You guys can follow me on Twitter and I'll tweet it out later when I actually get to open it. I'll maybe do like a screen recording or something so you can check it out. But yeah, man, it'll be fun for sure. Ben, what are you sharing with us, man?
This is what it's all about on the lines. And this was a cool piece of art that was shared by at Lil Newbie. I believe I got to double check, but it's topshotnewbie.com. She just showed some cool art. And this was one of my favorite ones because it does not tell a better story of what it could be like trying to get a pack when there's not that many. So you see LeBron's face, you know where that's from. And you see the number there, 193,000. That is what the queue page will look like if your day is not starting off so hot. So also, I was trying to look this up real quick, but did you guys mention the pack drops are often pushed back as well. So that's something to be prepared for. Be flexible.
Yeah.
Something that's
odds that
important
pack drops tomorrow at 5:00 are like 0.
Yeah, they're supposed to be. Yeah,
0.
man.
Like I would suggest
it'll probably get pushed back late. Well,
7.
we'll see, right? We'll see. What
probably will
are
be
they supposed to be at 5? Or
It's supposed to be at 5, so I would guess they'll probably, if I had to guess, they're gonna definitely get it out before the All-Star break, before the All-Star game starts. They'll start it. They're saying 5:00 because they want to get everybody done.
5 Eastern. That's Eastern time.
Yeah, I would guess
Pacific.
they'll probably try to get it out for 5. That'll be probably a bug because it's beta. So they'll push it back to 5:15, 5:30. I could see like a drop dead at 7. That would be probably a realistic time. They are able to get about 25,000, 30,000 packs per hour paid for. They've done a much better job in that front. I could totally see this being about an hour. But the biggest thing in Top Shot is to just be patient. Be patient with the pack drops. Be patient on the marketplace. Be patient with selling. Like if you are patient with this, you can kind of chart a path. And I know over the next couple of weeks as we jump on, like one of the things we're going to talk, like we're going to show you kind of some of our strategies and how we attack the market, not only individually, because we all do it differently individually, but also as a whole. Like what are the things that, we can see, we're looking at, and what we could, try to do to help you guys. This is a learning tool for everybody, not just you guys, but it's also for us. Like we're learning as a team. We'll sit on FaceTime for literally 2 hours. Just, hey, Jaylen Brown, 1346 is $15. You gonna get it? I'm not sure. Like we literally talk through almost every single purchase we make, as even though we're all individual accounts, we kind of work as a team.
Yep. And just to touch base on that pack again tomorrow, a little bit different. So again, this could push it back, or it could make it quicker and actually go the right way. This will only be for accounts that have at least one moment currently owned. If you do not have one moment in your account right now, you will not be eligible to get a pack. Gifting has been turned off. So I believe that means between now and then you could still purchase a moment as long as the maintenance does not go all the way until 2 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. But you must own one moment or you won't even have a chance to purchase that pack. So that's interesting. So check out their blog.
So if you have nothing in your account right now, go, as soon as the marketplace opens, go find you a Josh Okogie for $5. Just put it in the account. Find something cheap, because at the minimum, you could probably flip it for at least $6.
Yeah. And go get a Mike Conley for $7. He'll be in the All-Star game as a replacement. There you go. Nice little investment. Probably make a cool 85 cents at the end of the day. But man, I definitely appreciate everybody that jumped on with us here. I'm looking forward to being able to give away a moment. Again, you got to subscribe. I will, if you can't find our YouTube, totally understandable, because I wasn't able to stream from our NFT Block Gang YouTube on my personal YouTube. But go ahead and just shoot us a message. Let us know you're here tonight. We'll get you in the drawing for tomorrow where we give away a moment. And then we will also ensure you get the link to the YouTube so you can subscribe. If you're on Twitch, subscribe. If you're on Twitter, anytime you retweet, follow us. Let us know what you think. DM us with questions. We're here for you. We appreciate you guys so much. Brandon, what do you got? Anything going out here?
Nah, just follow the NFT Block Gang. Like you just said, follow the Block Gang. Talk to us on Twitter. We're here. If you're in the Destination Devi, J-Rich, you want to give them the link?
Patreon.com/allgas. See, you gotta. I've said it too many times. It's funny.
Really
Ray used to say it, and I was like, man, I know it now. But yeah, rep the gang. Check us out. We're gonna try and do some more live streams, some more stuff. And even I'm sure Ben's gonna be all over social media, so he's gonna try and get first information the moment we get it. Try and pass that on to you guys, so you guys know. That's going to be part of it too. We not just to educate you, but to inform you. This is just another tool in the tool chest. There's plenty of other great people who do it. We're just trying to do it better, trying to do it different, trying to make it more fun. And that's why we're here. We think we have that to offer, and most people just don't. Most people aren't entertaining, and they're not necessarily podcasters, and they're not doing YouTube stuff and live streams. And so it's an experience for us. We hope experience for you guys too, and we're happy to share it with you because we've been in this for a little while, and I think all of us will say if you're not in it, that's totally okay. But I would say, get informed about it, try and learn about it some more, follow our journey, our stories. And then, do your own research outside of that as well, because we're not a sole resource. We look at other resources too. So do your own research on top of what we offer you, and just keep informed about it, because it is a growing market right now. And I think they're going to see a lot more NFTs in the future for sports, not just in Top Shot.
Absolutely. Yeah, I saw that mention of USC in the comments. It's coming. There's a contract already with Dapper Labs, who runs Top Shot. We know on the Flow blockchain there is some sort of partnership. We don't know what it is yet. We can speculate, but there is a partnership with the NFL Players Association. So, this thing is just getting warmed up, just getting started, and we plan to be here for the whole journey, especially when we're talking about sports and NFTs and Top Shot, first and foremost. So thank you guys so much. Check me out at the Ben Eby. And you see the other guys' Twitter handles. You got to hear from them. We appreciate you. DM us if you were here. We'll get you in that drawing, but we'll catch you here sooner than you think.